Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. I'm glad that you guys are keeping consistent. So on this lecture here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna follow up from the last one. Remember, if you guys are brand new, the link to the playlist is on the description. All right, so on the last one, this is where we are so far. Let's go ahead and see it. So if we add a contact here, you see this ugly thing here appearing here. This is just to keep numbers of each individual contact. This is done automatically by the widget, all right? But I don't like these numbers here. So let's go ahead and take that off. And if I go back, you can see that I made a comment already from before to set that vertical header to false. So that's that vertical header. All right, so we're gonna set, we're gonna do table and we're gonna say vertical header. And this is just a function, and we're gonna chain it with the visible, set visible. Okay, guys, and in order for you guys to remember this stuff, you need to be coding consistently. That's why it's good to be rewriting this over and over again, so that way it stays in your brain, all right? Because even for me, sometimes I forget the names, okay? You have to be coding a lot, and I code different technologies, so that's why sometimes I forget some of these things. So let's go ahead and do this here now. And once we put data in here, you can see that that no longer appears there. That's really good stuff. All right. All right. The next thing I want to do is I want to set some alternating colors for these rows here. Right now, when we add something, we don't see anything different here. We see all this data in black here. It would be nice to see the rows in different colors. So we can do that. Let's go ahead and do it right here. So we're gonna grab the table again. Let's grab the table. And we're gonna set alternating raw colors. That's the name, and we're gonna set that to true. Now that should give us different colors. And then we can customize this later. Right now, we can customize the background colors of that later, but right now this is gonna do it automatically. It's probably gonna use gray, as you can see here. So we're using gray for that. All right, you can see the differences. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and set the width of those columns, because for names is gonna be different than emails, right? So those rows there, we're gonna set the column width. So let's do self, and we're gonna grab the table again, and we're gonna set the column width. All right, let me see right here. Yep. And we're gonna set that for the name, which is 0 index. We're gonna set it for 200 pixels. This is in pixels, guys. Now, there are methods, for those of you that are thinking, there are methods that we can use to make this flexible as well, all right? We're gonna take a look at that on level 2s and 3s. This one here, this is index 1 actually, because that's the email. And let's make this 300, just so that way you see the difference. Let's make this 150. I'm making this twice as long, but this is just so that way you guys can tell. All righty, let's do that, and let's go ahead. And you can see now that email is actually bigger than name, okay? So let's go back here and let's just do that 200, and this one would be 250. Simple as that. Alrighty, so one thing here that I want to do is I want to wire up the, let me go back in here. I want to wire up this next button here to clear things up. You guys think you can do it? All you have to do is create a function, right? Create some function to clear the input when this is actually clicked. Clear the input, clear the contacts list at the same time, and show a message. Very simple. All right. So if you guys think you could do it, go ahead and, pause the video, or, pause the course, and go ahead and try to do that yourself. So that way you can practice. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. If you guys are brand new to this, like the video. Even if you're not brand new, you can like the video too, you know that? So I'll see you guys on the next lecture.